Big Sills National Football Show. Pull up a chair. Put your phone in the right place. Your tablet, your desktop, because we're going to go on a ride today. Football Monday. Appreciate everybody stepping in with us. Thank you so much for chiming in. By the way, I want to send some love out to Jason Kelsey and to Micah Parsons. As Xander and I were just saying, you just get done playing an NFL football game, and the first thing you do is respond to Big Sills. I love it. That's why people come to the National Football Show and JAKIB Sports to see Big Sills. Thank you. You guys are validating the show. This is my second conversation with Micah Parsons. My conversation with Micah Parsons was more down the line of this. Bro, don't be talking about Defensive Player of the Year award when you played against a shitty offensive line like the Bears. That's the second worst O-line in the NFL. And you're sitting here talking to me about how great you played in that ball game. Okay? By the way, we never talked about it before the show. Jalen effing Hurts, dog. Jalen effing Hurts. That's from Xander Krause. Let me give you my takeaways from this game last night, yesterday, 35-13. And I'll tell you something about your Philadelphia Eagles. By the way, I will get to all your comments here in a minute, but let me give you my take. I'll give the Eagles this credit. They don't play down to their competition. Christopher, that is awful nice of you, man. You ready to admit Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback yet? No. I'll get to this. No. He's getting there. He hasn't won shit. He hasn't done anything. He's played against some of the shittiest teams in the league. Not his fault. And as I was saying, here's the most impressive thing that the Eagles are doing. They don't play down to competition. I think that's one of the hardest things to do, is to maintain consistency where you play to your level every single week. They absolutely, play to their strengths every single week. You never see them play against a football team that's inferior to them and play at their level. That is absolutely great coaching and player accountability. Okay? Samuel, can't call you big, whatever. Okay? At the end of the day, I will say this to you here. It's impressive on what the Eagles are doing by not playing down to the competition that they have each and every single Sunday. Look what they're doing. They played against a Steeler team that's the worst Steeler team in my lifetime. Then you're going to turn around and play against another team on Thursday night that's maybe the second worst team in the NFL. Before you start putting roses in Jalen Hurts' locker room, these are some of the worst teams on the planet. That Steeler team averages 15.3 points a game. Did you really think that you were going to have a fight with them? That was not a fight. Hey, and by the way, the Eagles are playing the best football, but the 49ers got better. And I'm going to make a comparison to you with that 49er team versus the Eagles, okay? I did. I got the $20 chat. Christopher, thank you so much. Are you ready to admit Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback? I'll get to that in a second here. You don't have a Fred Warner on your team at linebacker. Do you have a Kittle? I don't think Goddard's as good as Kittle, but I think it's close. Trent Williams is the best offensive tackle in the game. Lane's playing better this year. He is. By the way, Jordan Mailata had all he could handle with Highsmith on Sunday. That was not a very good day for him. That was pretty impressive by Highsmith. And I thought they pressured the quarterback. Jalen played exceptional in that ball game. Okay, he did. Played exceptional. Packers and Steelers would probably be a good game, and Allen looked like shit. I don't think Allen looked like shit at all, man. I don't think he looked like shit. Actually, the Bills played people. Let me get into my takeaways here. The 49ers, you don't have a pass rusher like Nick Bosa either. The Niners are going to be a handful for any team to play, plus the quarterback is more experienced than Jalen. Jalen Hurts in the playoffs? Haven't seen it yet. I've seen Jimmy. I've seen Jimmy go into Dallas and Green Bay and win and get to a Super Bowl and win an NFC championship. I don't know. I've seen that. We'll see when we get into those months, and we'll see where we are when we get to that point. Let me give you the takeaways. It's a football team you were supposed to dominate, and you did. No question. The Eagles are absolutely impossible on 3rd and short. You cannot stop that offense. I don't care if you're the Bills, the 49ers, whomever. They are impossible to stop on 3rd down and short. Impossible. A.J. Brown, hey, by the way, what is that with that drug test this morning? What in the world are you doing, NFL? I hope you're drug testing numerous guys in the league, too, that have great performances. What were you thinking? He is a complete mismatch. He's been a mismatch every single game that he's played in this year. This guy's got hands like Chris Carter. Goddard is a weapon. He may not be Kittle, but Goddard, okay? Goddard is a weapon. Like I said, that Steeler team is the worst Steeler team in my lifetime. And to the Eagles' credit, they completely dominated them in that ball game. The Eagles right now, who they've played, combined record 23-30. They've played only 2 winning teams on that schedule. But like I said, the most important thing that Philadelphia does, they do not play down to competition. They play to their level every single week, whether they're good or bad, indifferent, close to them, people hyping a team up. The Eagles do not play to a team's ability, which is a absolute great coaching thing for Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff. No rust. There was no rust coming out of the bye, the way they handled themselves. A.J. Brown right now is on pace for 1,600 yards. And by the way, Shane Steichen, in my opinion, has called absolutely brilliant football games this year, and he's called a great football game, in my opinion, on Sunday. He is spectacular. The more and more, he's 16-4 since he's taken over the play calling duties for the Eagles. It's pretty remarkable. By the numbers now. I'm going to get to your takes in a minute. 34 minutes they held the ball. Steelers had more plays. Wow. 3rd down, 7 of 12. Steelers 1 for 12. Kenny Pickett's got a long way. That's the worst offense in the NFL. And by the way, you're going to be playing against the worst run defense on Thursday. Not really a lot of tests coming up here. 4th down, they're impossible on 4th down. Total yards, 401 to 300. Individual, Jalen Hurts, 19 of 28, 285, 4 touchdowns. Congratulations, he's up to 10 now. Kenny Pickett, 25 of 38, 191 and a pick. Sanders, 9 carries, 78 yards. He's on pace for 1,400 yards. Goddard, 6 catches, 64 yards. There was no doubt they took care of a shitty team. What do you want, merit badges? You're supposed to take care of shitty teams. We said we were like this on Friday. I'm not sure they can score 20 points. Why are you like, I mean, let me put this to you, what I saw the 49ers do. The 49ers dismantled a Rams team with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey and Cooper Kupp on it. Now, they're not the same team, But they're not the Steelers. And they completely dismantled them. They dismantled them. You dismantled a shitty Steeler team. I mean, I don't know. Then you're going to play what? The Texans? This is going to be very interesting to see how this thing plays itself out here. Those are my takeaways. I don't know. Was I supposed to be impressed with a Steeler win? Not really. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Take care of crappy teams. You know, you guys are telling me that Jalen Hurts is outplaying Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. That can't be so further from the truth. I got the stats to back it up here. They dismantled the Rams. Rams won a Super Bowl. And I get it. They're not the same team. And Christian McCaffrey, I see how he wanted him. He is an absolute weapon. He is a weapon. Dude, that kid, now the question will be with him. And you know what the problem with the 49ers is? Getting all their dudes on the field. Getting all their guys playing and getting them on the field. Rams are terrible. Not as bad as the Steelers. Not as bad as the Steelers, dude. And you're taking victory laps on a team that scores 15 points a game. Easy. We beat the Cowboys, Vikings, and Cardinals. Do the Cardinals even have a winning record? Like I said, you've beat two teams with 2 winning records. Cardinals don't have a winning record. Rams aren't good. Who have you played that's good? The Vikings and the Cowboys. Okay? Then again, I'll go with what Xander said. Not a lot of good teams in the NFL. And to the Eagles' credit, they are playing to their skill set, not other teams' skill set. The fact he's saying the 49ers are a threat, you're an idiot, dude. Everyone on the planet knows that the 49ers are going to win the West now. And by the way, this isn't college football. Nobody gives a shit about 7-0. They care about when they match up in the postseason. Nobody cares about records. They do care about home field advantage. I'll give you that. Nobody cares, though. This is not college football. 10-6 teams, 11-win teams, 9-win teams have won Super Bowls before. Nobody cares about how many wins you have in the regular season. Now, that, in my opinion, will go a long way when it comes to having the NFC playoffs go through Philadelphia. You're not going to get cheerleading here. That's not going to happen, my friends. You guys keep telling me that. Do you really think Jalen Hurts is outplaying a guy like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen? I actually got the numbers here. And because you guys like to forecast and project out, let's do that right now. Jalen Hurts is on pace for 345 completions and 515 attempts for 4,369 yards, 67% completion percentage, 24 touchdowns, 5 picks, at 105.1 quarterback rating. Josh Allen, 641 attempts, 420 incompletions, 5,438 yards, 65.5 in percentage, 46 touchdown passes, 15 picks, 105.9 quarterback rating. Patrick Mahomes, 639 attempts, 427 completions, 5,300 yards, 67% completion percentage, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 109.5. Don't talk to me about Jalen outplaying them too, because he's not. And those guys play in tougher conferences. And they play the toughest schedules in the NFL. Give me a break. Steelers and Texans, you better put up great stats. They're shitty defenses. They're shitty football teams. They're terrible. Nobody's getting merit badges for beating the Steelers and Texans. Nobody. Okay? That's an absolutely spectacular thing what Xander Kraus has just said. He is dead on with this. Dead on. Look at the room that Jalen Hurts now is being in the conversation with. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. What did Chris Sims have him ranked? 25 at the beginning of the year? That is remarkable. You are now comparing Hurts and putting Hurts in conversations of Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes. Wow. Kudos to him. Absolute kudos to him. Okay? Wow, you said Hurts will never throw that many. We'll see. He's got 10. He's got 10 touchdowns. I don't know. He almost doubled his total for the season in one game against a shitty Steeler team. 104 quarterback rating against the shitty Steelers. 85. Congratulations. You did your job. Congratulations. You didn't rob a bank. Paul says you're wrong a lot. Really? The teams you've played, man, have been terrible. Bills and I'll tell you what. You guys hang with Jalen and I'll hang with Allen and Mahomes. I'm okay with that. Congratulations. You hang with your boy, and I'll hang with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Fair? We'll agree to disagree. He's your guy. That's congratulations. I'll hang with Allen and Mahomes. No harm. You like that? Fine. I'm hanging with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. And Joe Burrow. Those will be my quarterbacks. You want Jalen Hurts and styles like Lamar and Kyler Murray? That's fine. Those guys don't win Super Bowls. They don't. They haven't. Go ahead. Go ahead. By the way, I do think that the Eagles, by the way, there's no question that they're head and heels, I think, above every team in the NFC. Maniac, Jalen's your quarterback. Congratulations to you. We'll see at the end of the day. Like I said, I predicted Bills and Eagles in a Super Bowl. We actually have that on tape. Go back and find it. Okay? Did Allen win a Super Bowl? Like I said, I'm going to hang with Josh Allen, who's on pace for 50 touchdown passes and playing in a tougher conference than a guy who everyone is rooting and saying, could you see what he did to the Steelers? Dude, that's the worst Steeler team in my lifetime. The worst. Bill struggled with the pack. Okay. Hey, stop. You can have Jalen. I'll take Josh Allen or Mahomes. I'm sorry you don't like that. He would not be my starting quarterback. I'm not doing that. As a matter of fact, the guy in Miami is, when healthy, I'll tell you what, man, Tagovailoa puts up some yards, dog. That kid can win some ball games. I mean, he's a better passer than Jalen. That's become evident. He just can't stay healthy. Tagovailoa, one thing I've learned so far as we get to the halfway point, is a better passer than Jalen Hurts is. He's a better passer. His game stats with him in it prove it. He's proven it. It's pretty remarkable. Now, his weapons are outstanding. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Okay. Hurts is still climbing. I think Xander Kraus's point about him being in the conversation right now with Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes is remarkable. It is remarkable. Hurts is more consistent than Tua. That could be fair. Okay, that could be fair. Here, say to something about A.J. Brown. Let me ask you this question here. This is not going to be a 3-hour Hurts show. Is A.J. Brown better than Terrell Owens? You think he's better than Terrell Owens? I look back at that 04 year. Terrell Owens had 1,200 yards, I think in 14 games, and he had 14 touchdowns. This guy here, A.J. Brown, he's on pace for a career year. He's on pace for a career year here. Is A.J. better than T.O.? Would you put him in that conversation? Who would you take if you had to line up a wide receiver? Would you take Terrell Owens or would you take A.J. Brown? Man, every time I watch him get in space, he outjumps people. How many times did we watch him outjump double coverage? Remember I told you he was going to be a weapon on jump balls, and he's been a weapon on jump balls. Okay? A.J. Brown, man, he looks better to me than Terrell Owens. I mean, I think his hands. T.O., A.J. dropped some balls. He did. He dropped some balls, didn't he, on Sunday? And I heard him in the press conference talking about it. T.O. was 31 that season. Isaiah, right? He's a little older. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Isaiah, I think that T.O. had a 1,400-yard year in San Francisco one season. Okay? Jay, you think T.O.? Man, he's awful good. AJ's great, but Owens is a bit better. I feel as though the Eagles could beat the Chiefs and the Bills and the Dolphins. It'll be a coin toss, but we have a chance. Yes, I agree, Mr. International. I do. The Eagles are a really good football team. Again, the thing that impresses me the most about the Eagles, have we seen them play down to competition at all in any way? Man, they're good. Dude, I thought they were going to come out of the bye week, and I thought that they were just going to start like limping around a little bit. No way, man. I think it's because they can run the ball the way they do. I really do. I think it's the way they run the ball. T.O. is a better talent-wise. AJ's better, overrated though, and a better teammate. Okay, that could play something into it. Eagles are the top dog. I'm not there yet. Jacob says Kansas City scores more. T.O. also had 20-catch games. I was there at that game in San Francisco when he had the 20-catch game. I think that was the day we honored because it was the flagship station of the 49ers. And I think he had a 20-catch day on the day they honored Jerry Rice. How crazy was that? And T.O. had like 20 catches that game. I think that's the game it was. Basically, we just showed the NFL. What did you show the NFL beating a team that averages 15 points a game? You showed the NFL nothing. We barely ran the ball yesterday. You didn't have to. The Steelers defense is awful. I said that on Friday. I would be shocked if they scored 20 points. Kenny Pickett was everywhere. Hey, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. I think the 49ers are going to be a handful for anybody. McCaffrey's a weapon. There's nothing like him when healthy. Now, again, that's another big thing that the Eagles have going for them, too. That's a football team that's clearly got more depth than I think San Francisco does. And you could beat San Francisco, in my opinion, because of your depth. You're knee deep. It's funny, all these years, Allen has had the overall better team than Mahomes, but when really matters in the postseason, Allen can't touch Mahomes. Well, sometimes, Rex, when you're in the era of Tiger Woods or Tom Brady, those become very difficult times to try to beat players like that. Mahomes is having an iconic start to his career. You have a new excuse every week. Clearly, Hurts is doing something correct. Stop acting like those 3 TD passes can be thrown by any quarterback. Dude, you want to get pats on the back for throwing touchdown passes against the shitty Steeler team? Go to some other show. He did what he was supposed to do. My God almighty, you don't get credit, extra credit, for beating shitty teams. They're not going to have a game that matters. Titans, Packers, Cowboys. The rest of them, we'll see when that schedule gets tougher, how much you want to pay somebody. They did the same shit with Dak. Dak had a light schedule the year he got his $46 million. We'll see what happens. And we'll see what happens in the postseason, if they can win. If it changes my mind, we'll see. Quarterbacks, that style, don't win Super Bowls. They don't. Jalen will be breaking the mold. We keep having this Brady-Manning combo with Allen and Mahomes. They're the face of the league. But because Mahomes got the ring and the MVP, what does Allen have? My friend, only people that think that way are people in Philly. Everyone knows the face of the league is Mahomes and Allen. Jalen's getting up there. By the way, I have an MVP list. I have the top 10 candidates for the most valuable player. And I'm going to get to that here in a second. I'll get to that. Okay? Sileo, just say you hate the Eagles. I don't hate the Eagles. Why would I? I picked them to go to the Super Bowl and lose to the Bills. Well, you must have missed that show. Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. Why? He's making $50 million. Why would you want out of Green Bay? For what? I thought he wanted to retire. Sales, how is Hurts handling the blitz? Awesome. 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 I watched Allen in person in New England back in his rookie season. He was embarrassing. I don't care, JM, what you say. You take Hurts, I'll take Allen. I have a problem, or you have a problem, excuse me, with me not liking your boy that much. I like Josh Allen or Mahomes. Okay? I like that style more than his style. Jalen threw 2 300-mile passes to AJ. Congratulations, you beat the shitty Steelers. Bills have a 0 running game. True, that could be their downfall. But then again, you want to know why I think the Eagles may have the advantage in a Chiefs or Bills game? Because both those teams don't have running games. You're right, both don't. But their quarterbacks can throw them out of trouble. Ruiz, Sills doesn't believe in Hurts. It's okay. I never said I didn't believe in him. I'm watching him grow. I'm not going to crown people before they've done their duty. When I watch Josh Allen play, there's a wow factor. When I watch Jalen Hurts play, now I'll tell you what, Sunday was a wow game for him. Plus 25 touchdown passes. That's the first time I've seen that. And again, I mean, what were the Steelers doing on that one jump ball? He threw it into double coverage. And the one guy let A.J. Brown get behind him. Has to be one of the worst defenses in Pittsburgh Steeler history. I'm like this is going to be a long day for Pittsburgh. And it's not an excuse. It's a fact. Steelers are awful. 15 points a game. 1 for 12 on third down. What do you want me to say? They beat a really great team? The 49ers beat a decent team and the defending champs and dismantled them. Steelers are a far cry from the Rams. Okay? A far cry from the Rams. Jay says we can beat both Bills and Chiefs by ball controlling them. Could be. Dank's comparing now Hurts to Dan Marino. This comedy show gets better every day, dude. It gets better. Now he's Dan Marino. Oh, man. Okay. Rams are bad this year. Steven, not as bad as the Steelers. Seals, the haters are out, but your show got the most views. Hurts MVP, and you know it, bro. Birdman, I'm going to go to the MVP here in a minute. Who was favored in the Rams-49ers game? I don't really know. Bills can't touch the Eagles? Why? Their quarterback is superior to yours. 7-0 means nothing to me, except you're the top dog in the NFC home field advantage. True. 7-0. Now you got the Texans. Let me guess. You're 8-0. I sure hope so. Manster, let's go, baby. A.J. Brown is 50-50 ball kind of guy. I'll take my chances. Me too, KW. That's one thing I said at the beginning of the year. That dude, man, you throw the ball up to that guy is amazing. A.J. Brown, man, tell you what, he don't have very good career numbers, but he is a handful. Kareem Hunt would help. Kareem Hunt, if he goes to the Bills, look out. By the way, Bills kicked the tire on Alvin Kamara. I've got more news on that as well. By the way, we'll get to that here in a second. I want to read a couple more of these. I've got news on Alvin Kamara. Hassan got off the bus again. He did against the Steelers. 15 points a game. Offensive line's terrible. I mean, terrible. You guys are kidding me, right? Hassan got off the bus against a shitty O-line like the Washington Commander things. Real talk, Josh Allen played the Steelers and put up similar stats to Jalen. Jalen didn't throw a pick. Allen's going to throw more picks than Jalen Hurts because he's asked to throw the ball more. Like I said, look at the stats here. Josh Allen's going to throw the ball 650 times. Jalen Hurts is on pace to throw the ball 500 times. Josh Allen wins games throwing the ball. He doesn't win games running it. He's a pocket passer. This guy's going to throw the ball 650 times this year. Eagles, 6 sacks. Congratulations. You'll probably have 7 versus the Texans. Wow. Raquin to the Ravens. Ravens just continue just to keep putting great players on that team. Boy, is that a game changer for them. Buffalo should have got Christian McCaffrey. That would have been frightening if they would have landed him. Too many picks, though. Sills, why are you consistently moving the goalposts for Hurts? Because Hurts is getting better. That's why. Before, we were comparing Hurts to Dak and Kirk Cousins. And so was everybody else in the league. Now you're comparing him, like Xander said, to Mahomes and Allen. The bar has changed because he's improved. Common sense. Don't you see that? Or do I have to point everything out? Okay? Thank. Congrats to you. You beat a shitty Lions team. Absolutely. Okay? I saw that. Raquin Smith to the Ravens. Incredible. DaCosta doing it. Same line that they used to do it with Ozzie Newsome. MVP talk, I'm going to get to that here in a minute, my friend. I will, GT. What is it with a 50-year-old white dude who lives in Florida loving the Ravens so much? First off, I don't live in Florida. And first off, a 50-year-old white dude, only a racist talks with color. You said on pace was a useless stat. I'm bringing it up, Dank, because you guys do. We need to address the issue. How do guys beat San Francisco? You know what, Steven? I think you beat San Francisco this way. Let's see who's healthy on Sundays. When's the last time they had a full team on Sundays? They didn't even have a full team on Sunday, and Joey Bosa is a bitch. He's the second best defensive lineman in the league. He is. Nick Bosa can play. He is something else, man. That dude gets around the wheel. Pressure, Jimmy. They did. Donald had a couple sacks. He still terrorized them. Christopher, Jalen Hurts, 19 of 28, 285, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Josh Allen, 20 of 31, 424, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Very similar passing attempts, much more yards, more explosive plays, I guess. That's their numbers against the Steelers. The guy threw for almost 450 yards. What are you talking about? Dude, you hang with Jalen, I'll hang with a pocket passer. Congratulations. You like that style. Better hope nobody gets hurt on that team. Allen can carry a team. I don't know if Jalen can. We'll see if some of these guys get hurt, what happens. Everybody has that happen. Buffalo may have it happen. We'll see what happens. Long way to go yet. The Chiefs could have a catastrophic injury. We'll see what happens here, okay? Allen is more than a pocket passer. He is. He's a unicorn. Allen can only carry corned beef and cabbage. Jalen hasn't won shit yet. Destroyed in a playoff game. Allen has a higher chance of getting hurt than Hurts. Dominique, maybe. Maybe. He plays more reckless. Dominique, that's not a bad take. That's not a bad take. Okay? It's not. Okay, let's get to the MVP voting here. We have so much. Gary Cobb, by the way, 4:30 Eastern time. Here is the big sills. Week 8. We're now at the halfway mark, pretty much, of the NFL season. And here is the big sills, top 10 NFL most valuable player. And by the way, with my NFL alumni, as I told Michael Parsons, okay, I have a vote in this MVP that you see, you know that award show that the NFL alumni have at the end of the year? I have a vote in all this on who's the most valuable player. And if I think Jalen Hurts, and by the way, don't think that I won't take what we do here and you guys can't influence me. You can. That's why I do this. Okay? If it becomes a consensus where you believe that Jalen Hurts is the most valuable player, I'll listen to you. I used to do this on my radio show with my Heisman vote. I posted my ballot that I get for November. I got a November ballot already. I posted it on my Twitter page at Dan Sileo Show. Okay? Josh Allen was my October NFL Player of the Month. So you know. Here is Big Sills, Week 8. NFL Most Valuable Player race. Number 10, Christian McCaffrey, 49ers. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What a player. I mean it. This guy, hey man, and I get it, when healthy, he is an absolutely spectacular football player. But you know what, too, and I'll say this about Carolina. I don't mind Carolina what they did by getting rid of him. They need draft choices to retool that football team. Okay? Christian McCaffrey on a contending football team right now, I'll tell you what, man, scary. 85, Dan, will be in denial until they win something. Dude, 85, I don't know why people can't get this through their head. I picked you in March to go to the Super Bowl. What is your problems? Why are you denying that factor? You keep telling me I'm a hater. I was the first person in Philadelphia to say you were going to the Super Bowl. Do you know that? The first. Now everybody's got a fashionable pick. I was the first person in Philadelphia, in sports, in the broadcasting field to say the Eagles would go to the Super Bowl. That's a fact. That's a fact. Solo, what, you don't believe that? Xander's got it on tape. And I even picked the Bills to play them. I don't know what you're talking about. Number 9, NFL Big Sills MVP race. Wait a minute here. You said they was going to lose to the San Francisco 49ers in the stamp. Hey, Xander, can you pull that soundbite up, please? Because Dami's lying. You look like a Democrat now. Okay? Because we have it on tape, dude. We have it on tape. Okay? That I said that the Eagles will make it to the Super Bowl and win it. Oh, excuse me, and win the NFC and lose to the Bills in the Super Bowl. Number 9, I got Tua Tagovailoa, Miami Dolphins. When healthy, man, Dolphins look scary with those weapons. Do you know right now that Tyreek Hill is on pace for 2,000 receiving yards? Okay, do you know that? I think Xander found it. Dami, this is for your pleasure, my friend. Am I over the line here? I have predicted the Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFC. You know this is going to get national headlines. As soon as Xander posts this is going to be all over the place. I'm predicting the Eagles to win the East, and I'm predicting them to win the NFC and get to Glendale. Dami, take a seat. Number 8, the greatness of Kirk Cousins. Yes, sir. Kirk Cousins, number 8. That Viking win looks like to be a pretty good win for the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you, Xander, for doing that. It's not the same shirt. I got a different one on, thank God. Yeah. As you guys see, I got a collection of 4. I'm one of those guys. Okay? You know what? I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you something I probably shouldn't tell you guys. Like, I like to wash the same clothes over and over and over again. Thank you, Dami. You know, I know. It's all good. Dan, it looks like you posted that today. Number 7, Justin Herbert, Chargers. Big Sales MVP race. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Are you ready for this? The NFL MVP race, according to Big Sills. I got to put my hands over my eyes. Number 6, Geno Smith, Seahawks. I can't look anybody in the face and say Geno Smith. I can't believe it. Geno Smith? Geno Smith. It's not a mood ring, you mood ring. What are you, a dork? It's a turquoise ring. It was a gift years ago. Geno is true. Hey, dude, I can't believe I got Geno Smith, man, at 6 right now in the MVP race. Wow. Here are your top 5 now. Bengals, Joe Burrow. God, is that guy a franchise quarterback? What a player. Number 4, Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Spectacular football player. And here we are now to the top 3. Big Sills National Football League MVP race. We are now in the top 3. Number 3. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. Now we're down to the final 2. Midway point of the NFL season. We are down to the final two. Let me recap here. McCaffrey at 10, Tua at 9, Cousins at 8, Herbert at 7, Smith at 6, Burrow at 5, Lamar Jackson at 4, number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. And the leading contender for the most valuable player award. The halfway mark, fairly. As much as I like Allen more and Mahomes more, Jalen has carried his football team. Jalen Hurts, at the halfway mark of the NFL season, is the top contender for the most valuable player award. And my vote. I can't deny what he's doing. I have to give him credit for his leadership. I have to give him credit for how he handles his team. The team in general. The attitude. You know, can I tell you why I did this? And again, it's painful because I do think Allen's better. But here's what these other teams do that the Eagles don't do. And I said this in the open. It was important for you to know why I put him number 1. Allen and Mahomes' teams sometimes play down to competition. The Eagles don't. And that's because the quarterbacks play. And it would be unfair not to recognize it. Week 8, if you told me that I would have Jalen Hurts as the top contender for my NFL alumni MVP vote, I'd have told you were nuts. And by the way, I have a Defensive Player of the Year award. Micah Parsons thinks he's getting it. That kid on the corner that you have playing, Darius Slay, I don't know. Okay? Here's the list as a recap here for the MVP and my vote for the NFL Alumni Most Valuable Player Award. By the way, it's part of the contract incentives. And I said to you, that show that they have called NFL Honors, this is what that is. This is the NFL Honors Award. I vote for that. McCaffrey 10, Tua 9, Cousins 8, Herbert 7, Smith 6, Burrow 5, Jackson 4, Mahomes 3, Hurts 1, and Allen 2. How is McCaffrey on that list after 2 games? You must have missed him in Carolina. Parsons is going to take Sills' lunch if he keeps trashing him. I'll take that battle, dog. JM, I think you misunderestimate me. I think you can ask anybody who knows me. Don't let the smile fool you, kid. I'd rather you jinx Hurts than praise him. Thank you, Steve. Trust me, that was painful to do. Josh Allen is not Cam Newton. Cam Newton could never throw with the accuracy of Josh Allen. Are you crazy? McCaffrey will be hurt. You better hope it. Parsons is thin-skinned. Every time I say something, this guy claps back at me, calls me a troll, and I went like this to Micah Parsons. Funny, your owner doesn't think I'm a troll. Sent me a helmet last week. He's like, oh, yeah, your boss doesn't think I am. He's been on this show numerous times, dude. You might want to clarify that to Steven or Jerry. Honorable mention, Tyreek Hill. He's on pace for 2,000 yards. Parsons thinks he's done something that nobody else has. Jeremiah, he's a good player. Like I said, he's Pat Swilling. Josh Allen isn't even accurate. Well, he's on right now. What do you mean he's not accurate? His completion percentage right now is 66. How's that not accurate, dude? What are you looking at? What are you talking about? He's not accurate? He's on pace for 5,400 yards. He's not accurate? And 46 touchdown passes. What are you talking about? Not accurate. The Eagles can hang with the Chiefs, Bills, and Dolphins. It'll be a coin toss. I think they can hang with them because they can run the ball and those other three teams can't. Big Sales owns a cement company. Thank you. Very racist. Must be because I'm a Paisan. Let's see here. Josh Allen. Allen is a unicorn. Allen is trash. Okay. Like I said, I'll take Josh Allen. You stick with Jalen. Wow. Wow. Can't believe what I did there. I can't believe it. Now, all that being said, don't get yourselves all crazy. You've got the shitty Texans coming up. Watch this. He'll throw for 325 yards. Everyone, did you see how great a passer he is? I'm like, oh, my God. They're the worst run. They probably won't throw the ball, though, against the Texans. They're going to run it. By the way, with all those guys that they have that are a little bit nicked up, I wouldn't practice at all if I were them. I'd do a lot of film study, some walkthrough shit, helmets and shorts. I would not go crazy at all. And I would make sure I was healthy for that Texans. And what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to get out of Dodge. I don't want anybody. Hey, guys, do me a favor. What's on the other side of the Texans? Is it the Titans? Is it the Titans on the other side? Eagles defense going to mug them. It's not going to – the Texans are terrible. Oh, it's Washington. Hey, the greatness of Tyler Heineke. Dude, now, hey, how about this? Not one team in the NFC East is underwater now. Everybody in the NFC East has got a 500 or better record. The kid Heineke, man, there's no doubt that Carson Wentz will never get his job back now. Yeah, Roquan Smith to the Ravens, that absolutely helps that football team immensely. They are not playing very good defensively, and that makes them – they're better now. They're clearly better. Okay, Lamar Jackson's playing MVP football too. He's playing great. But they're just not able to get anything done on that side of the football. I'm shocked the Commanders are 500. I am. I'm shocked. Didn't realize one could max out YouTube names now. I'm stuck with this one for a while. Really? I don't know. Xander's teaching me everything about YouTube. I have no idea. Greg goes, the Rams stink. Stop it. So do the Texans and Steelers, dude. And the Rams are better than those two shitty teams combined. You make it sound like you guys are playing world beaters. You played two teams over 500. Wait a minute. No, I have to add Washington now. 500 or better. There's three teams. That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. There's 3 teams now 500 or better that they've played. I like that. That's way better than it sounds now. Out of your 7 wins, almost half your teams with 500 or better win percentages. Okay, that's not bad. Like Xander said last week, hey, man, is there anybody really playing good outside of 5 teams? Man, you got a lot of teams like Dallas. How about Dallas pounding their chest over beating the Bears? The Bears put 30 on them. I'm like this. I wouldn't be crowing and walking around like you beat somebody, bro. I wouldn't be doing that. I would not. I would not. Guess who Philly plays next? Hey, by the way, Jason Kelsey and I had a conversation on my Twitter page. Okay? And Jason Kelsey wearing the Batman hat on the sidelines after they were destroying the Steelers. Do you think it was any kind of disrespect to Mike Tomlin? I said this to him. Be nice if you showed a little respect for Mike Tomlin. I have a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin and acted like a professional. And Jason Kelsey on my Twitter page, by the way, Dan Sileo show, responded back, and I thought he did it with professionalism. Did you guys, before I read it, you guys have a problem? Bad take? I don't care what you think. Act like a pro. Hey, bad take? Jeff Stoutland didn't like it. Hey, JAKIB, Jeff Stoutland didn't like it. He told him to take the mask off. Okay? He told him to take it off. He told him to take it off. Okay? O-line coach didn't like it. So it must have been something. No disrespect at all? Okay. This is what Kelsey posted on my Twitter. I have nothing but the most respect for Mike Tomlin on multiple levels, not just as a coach. The Batman theme is something our team is having fun with, especially with Halloween being tomorrow night, tonight. Absolutely meant no disrespect towards Mike and his team. I believe him, and that's a professional answer, and he's having fun. It's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. I get the fun. I get it. Okay? I understand it. Maybe in the locker room. But, dude, this is professional football here. Okay? It's just not the greatest look on the planet, in my opinion. Eagle says, this sounds like a cancer culture. No, I just agreed with Jeff Stoutland. There's no reason for it. You beat the shit out of him. Go in the locker room. If you want to put the Batman helmet on then, go have it. It's all good. Okay? Your offensive line coach didn't like it. But I thought his answer was appropriate. And I'm very grateful that he said something back. Okay, all around. That means Stoutland's a hater too. Your coach hated it. I agreed with Jeff Stoutland. There's no place for that. You're having fun. I get it. Halloween. He's a fun guy. It's okay. Listen, this is nothing that's crazy bad. A lot more people have done way worse than shit like that. I get it. It's not that. But again, I mean, win like a pro. Act like a professional all the time. Being a pro is not something you just have a switch you go on and off with. Hey, you know what? This is going to be the worst take I've ever had on that. I liked it, but I hated it. You feel me? I liked it, but I hated it. We loved it. We paid the money. Yes, you do. What do the Eagles do before the trading deadline tomorrow? Great call. I want to put that down here too. I have some news on Alvin Kamara that you're going to want to hear. By the way, he was an absolute terror show yesterday. He was a terror yesterday. And also on Kareem Hunt. We're going to take a look at Week 8. Don't forget, Gary Cobb also will be with us at the bottom of the hour in hour number 2. I've got the latest on Alvin Kamara. I've got the latest on Kareem Hunt. I'll tell you what those are, plus Week 8. Boatload of other storylines, too, in the National Football League. Please hit the like button. Hour 2 coming. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Go to get your game on. Go for the beers. Go for the cheers. Go for the hit and the hits. Go for the stakes and the stakes. Go to get your parlay on. Go to get your party on. Go for the scene. Go for the screens. Go for the gallery. Go for the win. Go to Ocean. Visit theoceanac.com to plan